It's the ABL playoffs, and we're down to the Final Four. OCBC Arena here in Singapore. Fans from Alab Pilipinas or the Singapore Slingers. Some have traveled all the way from the Philippines. A lot of Filipinos. They travel very well also working here in Singapore. But it is playoff basketball here in the Lion City. And looking into the arenas, we are still filling up. Playoff game number one, the best of three between the Singapore Slingers, the home team. Singapore Slingers with a record of 13-7 going against Alab Pilipinas, who finished third in the league with a record of 11-9. A lot of expectations going with these games. We got some teams who have changed personnel, and we'll talk about that a little bit later as well. And look at some of the crowd here. Now there is the Alab Pilipinas bench right there, and that is Coach Matt Kewen going at it with his team. A lot of tension, as one might expect, as it is time for the playoffs. And after this long season that went back way to November, here we are, the beginning of April, and getting things started on the business end of the 2016-2017 season. As we said, it is a packed house today. A lot of people still filtering into their seats, and we expect it by beginning of game time to be a full house. Not a seat to be had. In fact, standing room only, as should be expected. Both these teams have a marvelous tradition against each other. The Alab Pilipinas team being introduced, the substitutes first, and then we will have the starters for you, the starting five for Alab Pilipinas. We said they had a record of 11-9 this year. Some hiccups midway through the season, but they really pulled it together pretty well towards the end, winning their last two games, including a big win against the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions, the champions of the league. So they got that feather in their cap, and just a demolition job when it came to Kaohsiung Truth to wind up the season, a 22-point win there. Singapore similarly coming off of a win against the Saigon Heat. They had everybody healthy for a while, and there the crowd in the different jerseys and uniforms for the Singapore Slingers. They will be raffling off those jerseys, by the way, a little bit later on. We'll talk about them, but all on behalf of Sport Cares. Slingers wearing these alternate jerseys today in honor of Sport Cares Foundation, a growing movement nationally which uses sport for social well-being and other things that we will talk more in full about at halftime. But right now, the substitutes being introduced for the Singapore Slingers. It is all hands on deck for both these teams. Expect for the teams to use a liberal dose of their bench today. There is Ung Ben Han right there. What a factor he's been this year, shooting from the outside for the Slingers. And the starting five for the Singapore Slingers, there they are right there. Josh Tondo, he is really coming into his own about his fourth game now with Singapore. The 34-year-old, they had eyes on him earlier on. Xavier Alexander, 3 triple-doubles already this season. A narrow miss on a triple-double last week. One of the American imports. Delvin Go. Can't say enough about Delvin. He has improved his game down to low post a lot, especially his footwork. He can go to his left hand now. Got some important baskets and rebounds in the last few games. There he is right there, Justin Howard, the consensus MVP of this league for foreigners, leading the league in rebounds. He averages over 24 points a game. He had an injury that kept him out of a couple games a little while ago, and the Slingers did struggle without him, but he's back into the game and expected to be a force. He will be the main headache for the Slingers. So before the game, we talked to some players and coaches, and we'll get to that in a little bit, but here they are, shaking hands, and just about ready to rock and roll here at the OCBC Arena. So the Slingers in red, the Philippines team, and there is Coach Nyo in blue. And he had some choice things to say also. And we'll get to those just a little bit. So here's the starting lineup for both these teams. Singapore Slingers will be going with Josh Tondo at guard, Xavier Alexander will be playing the small forward, Mitch Folkoff At the off guard, Delvin Go, Justin Howard at the center position on the other side of the ball. Ray Parks Jr. averaging 19 points a game. Samson Carter, he gave the Slingers fits a couple times this year. Bobby Solis, real quick guard. Jens Noodle, he's sort of a surprise starter. Had a good game against the Slingers last time here. And James Hughes, 8th in the league in rebounding, 11.9 rebounds a game. So let's talk to some of the coaches who were talking about what it is to be in the playoffs as opposed to the regular season.
Well, I mean, it's in the regular season, you know, you lost one game, you can pick it up on the other, but in the playoff, do or die. If you don't win, you go home.
This is what we've been preparing for all year, and you know, regular season is important for placings and to get in the playoffs. But yeah, playoffs is just the intensity has to be at a higher note, higher level in all aspects of the game.
I guess especially this game one, we're on the road playing against a tough Singapore Slinger team. It's very important for us to get momentum and at the same time, hopefully, get game one.
We just have to be disciplined in what we do, and then if we take care of ourselves, I think everything else will fall into place, and we get this win tonight.
Of course, we have to contain and stop Justin Howard. He's one of the league's best scorers, rebounders, best imports of the league. So I guess that's their main advantage. We have to take that away or contain it.
Well, I mean, it's throw everything in, you know, do or die. We need to get this win, and of course, defensive end, as a team and individual, we need to work extra hard on that.
None of these teams strangers to each other. They played each other 4 times this year with mixed results. The Slingers winning the first 2 games, and Alab Pilipinas getting their measure of revenge, winning the last 2 games. Very, very close, all 4 games. Total of 12 points in between. The first game back in 27 November. The Slingers out on top 71-66. Right here at the OCBC Arena on 18 December. Christmas spirit for the Slingers. They come away with a 71-68 win. Happy New Year for the Pilipinas. 74-72 win away, and then coming here and shocking the Slingers on their own home court, 64-62. A very sloppy game with both teams left a lot to be desired and turning the ball over. And those are those jerseys that we were talking about, all for charity Sports Cares Foundation. And again, they're wearing these alternate jerseys to honor the Sports Cares Foundation. Does a great job here in Singapore setting up sports programs and opening up opportunities for vulnerable youngsters and from all walks of life. The spirit of empathy, empowering them to transform their lives from vulnerable to strong. So we'll be talking more about that later on in the game. Just about ready to get underway here. Michael Wong along with Chuck Schreiner. And Michael, it all gets down to this. Both teams have played each other twice. Neither team is going to be a mystery to each other. However, there is one new player on the floor for the Philippines. I don't know if he's going to get a lot of minutes, but Kiefer Radina, what's the scoop on him?
Okay, Radina has been known to be a proven scorer. He's going to come in off the bench. He's going to be a spark off the bench. He's going to be slashing to the hoop. He's going to be spotting up for threes. He's going to be the X factor. I mean, they brought him in hopefully that he'll be the X factor going into the playoff, because he's a little bit of an unknown at the moment. He didn't play any games in the regular season. So I think they're looking for him to be the little spark that they're looking for in the playoffs in order for the long run.
So Singapore Slingers will jump it up with Justin Howard. On the other side of the ball will be Hughes. It's James Hughes, 6'11", 33 years of age, averaging 11.1 points a game and 11.9 rebounds per game. He is 8th in the league, and here we are off, and the Slingers tip it over to Noodle, number 17, yo-yoing down the right-hand side. Now he switches position, looking for a screen. Hughes delivers that. Parks on the right-hand side, kicks it back outside. Around the horn it goes. Back in the hands of Noodle. He'll square it up. On him will be Usman Tonto. Got a step on him, and the shot there is off the mark by number 7. And that was Samson Carter. So 1 and out, and back comes Alexander. Alexander looking to his right. Back to Josh. Alexander. Back out to Howard. Howard. Usman Tonto trying to get the foul there. Kicks it back outside. Long shot from Volkov. No good. Howard, Guerrero's rebound, back outside again. Second kick to the can for the Slingers. Alexander to reset, fires it to the left-hand side. Looking for some room to penetrate. Usman Tonto with that little hesitation move. His again gets it back outside. Right-hand shot over there, way off the mark by Delvin Go. Not a smart shot by him. Open court, Bobby Parks, lead pass. Step-back jumper from the elbow is no good. Rising up and getting the rebound is Howard again. Out come the Slingers with the ball. Quick movement. Alexander using the shoulder, up it goes, and gets the ball picked away inside, and a foul. Actually, it's going to be a jump ball, so we'll look at alternating possessions, and it will go the way of the Singapore Slingers. Coach Neo right there with his 13-7 Singapore Slingers, and frenetic action right away, Michael.
Yeah, it's interesting to note that Filipinos actually employed a zone defense against the Singapore Slingers. We spoke about this a few games when we were playing. The Slingers were against the Long Lions. They did a zone on the Slingers as well, and Slingers couldn't really counter-attack with that. So it's interesting to see that they're actually employing a zone defense right now. They're daring the Slingers to shoot from the outside.
They got a whiff of that at the beginning of the game. There's a long three by Tondo, way off the mark, and Noodle with the rebound. He'll hold it up, give the ball over to Parks. Parks looking for cutters. He has Hughes. Mismatch there with Go. Powers his way to the basket, up and in. First score of the game for the Pilipinas. That's a matchup they'll take all day long. Delvin Go and James Hughes. Hughes is 6'11". 33-year-old, as we said, Volkov. And you can see right there that zone, that 2-3 zone. Alexander will take a jumper, and he will hit it right around the free throw line. That shot should be open for him all day long. And a lot of Filipinos seem very content to give him that shot should he want it. Samson Carter giving it off. Noodle at the top of the key again. Hughes rotating the ball. Throws the screen and bumps off of that. Good ball movement. Long shot's going to be off the mark. Rebound taken by John Tondo, and back come the Slingers, 1 and out, and a foul. That will go on Noodle. Very surprising starting five for Alab Pilipinas. On the bench is Lawrence Domingo. What a game he had last time out against the Slingers. Look for him to enter the game very soon. So employing that 2-3 zone, daring the Slingers to shoot from outside. Trying to cut off that dribble penetration. Little show and go move there. What do we have here? A traveling call, I think. Let's see. Or is it a foul? No, it will be a foul, and that will be on James Hughes, grabbing on to Justin Howard. A little show and go move by Justin as we watch it again. There's Howard. There he goes, and there's the contact. So Justin Howard. And the Slingers will get it at the baseline. Tondo. Right-hand dribble. Now the crossover, kick back outside, around the horn to Volkov. Alexander. Little post-up move by him is no good. Back comes the Filipinos, and here comes Bobby Parks. The ball's knocked away. Nice play by Alexander. Crowd loves that. Great timing by Alexander, Michael.
Yeah, it was a good effort by him, chasing down this fast break opportunity.
There it is again, using the body. Watch the position that he gets. Parks knifing right towards him, no foul, and off the inbound, staying with it, and one is Samson Carter. Great second effort by Carter to get the N1 off the inbound. Here it is, isolated against Go. I didn't see the foul the first time, maybe it occurred from behind. So 4-2 game. Still 4-2. Go rips down the board. Gets the ball off to Alexander. So Slingers dodge a bullet for the three-point play. Still Alexander. They are blocking off the lanes for him. Long three is going to be off the mark, and that's not the sort of shot that you want. Back in the open court, lead pass downstairs to Solis. Solis, nobody to pass to. Finally gets over to Hughes on the trail. 6-2. So far, the zone defense working like a charm. Just no room inside for Singapore to maneuver. Now up pops. There is the two. That will be Delvin Go. The most unlikely of players to hit the jumper, but he does. Wide open look. And again, a lot of Filipinos going to give them that shot, especially Go. Well outside his range, Bobby Park. Other side, Hughes will take it from there. He'll be off the mark. Getting the board is Alexander, and off we go. Alexander has Josh on the left-hand side. He'll take the long three. So Singapore, little hot streak here, hitting their last two shots from outside. Just with the doctor order, they lead 7-6. Parks, dribble penetration inside. Can't get the roll. Sampson will go to the line. Up and down action, Michael, and playoff basketball, indeed, a lot of times we see in playoff basketball, teams get a lot more conservative. Not the case here.
Yeah, both teams are putting out a good show out there. They're working very hard on both on the defensive and the offensive end as well.
1 of 2. for Samson Carter, the 26-year-old, 6'8" forward, averaging 14.3 points a game, 9.8 boards. Real versatile player. Hits them both, so Alab noses out in front again. We have seen Josh Tonto look more and more, the follow is no good, more and more confident, I was going to say, throughout the series. Leon Queck in the game right now. Good ball movement by Alab. Now Noodle at the top. Alexander perched on him. Breaking through with Sampson. Hughes now rolls down to the right-hand side. Sampson again. Howard comes out. In and out it goes on the floor. Controlled by Alab. There's Hughes. Smart play by Hughes, staying on the baseline, getting the pass off the offensive board. 3-point lead now for Alab. Round the horn it goes. Alexander, they'll give him that shot. Queck now from the left-hand side, going to be well short. Skying up in the air. Hughes comes down with the ball's on the floor. Now Alexander checked that. It is Justin. Alexander, little hesitation move, gets it to Alexander underneath. Can't get it to go. He will go to the line for two. Smart move there by Alexander, catching Justin down on the low blocks. Here we go. Justin caught in the air though, and Sampson doing just enough to change the shot, so Justin will have to earn it from the line. First time out of the game, called by Alab Pilipinas, and they lead 10-7. What have you seen as far as trends so far, Michael?
Okay, the Slingers have to hit some outside shots in order to expand the zone, because right now the Filipinas are they're really daring the Singapore Slingers to shoot, especially when Alexander gets the ball, they back off him so much that they're just clamping up the painted area. So they're trying to get Howard off his game because they're packing zone. They're packing all the way on the inside, taking Howard effects away.
Earlier on, there's Josh Tondo with the triple, the first triple of the game. And another look at it from a different angle. Yeah, Michael, and it's to be expected. I mean, they've identified the danger man, and who do they have to stop? They've got to stop Howard down low, and they cannot allow Xavier Alexander to dribble, penetrate, slash and burn, either kick back out or take the ball to the rack. So they're doing what they need to do, and they're doing what a lot of teams have done to Singapore, especially during the latter half of the season. Try, and you're not going to stop those two, but you can contain them. And if you do, then the onus falls on the local guys to knock down their shots. So far, a mixed bag. Tondo with the big three, and they've hit a couple other outside shots. Alexander, in fact, hitting one of them, but we're going to have a lot more of that for Singapore if they're going to stay competitive in this game. So Justin Howard at the line. No changes thus far, and misses the first one. That's something that really bedeviled the Slingers. Remember, I guess about a month and a half ago in that horrid 62-64 game the Slingers lost to Alab, and really both teams played very badly, but Singapore, especially from the line, missed 10 or 12 shots. Can't have that. Tondo shadowing keeper who is just coming in, Ravina. We had an interview with him before the game, so he'll be with his running buddy Bobby Parks. Parks now with the ball, back outside to Ravina. There's the screen by Hughes. Bounce pass inside off the foot of Howard. Hughes picks it up. Three on the shot clock. Back up jumper by Hughes is going to be way off the mark. Queck will have it. 24-second violation, they're going to say. So Ravina, a little bit of jitters as he got the ball, threw it off the foot of Justin Howard, and Singapore will have the ball go. We'll check it into Josh Tondo. With 4:24 to go here in the first quarter here at the OCBC Arena. Chuck Schrein along with Michael Wong. Game one, best of three. ABL playoffs 2016-2017. Tondo going around one screen. Back outside to Howard. Howard dumps it inside to go! Delvin go on the baseline. Great recognition by Howard to hit him. We talked about the improvement in his footwork. Another example of that right there. Bobby Ray. Working against Alexander. There's the screen. Acceleration on the baseline. Turn. Nobody to give it to, and throws it away. Great job by Alexander. So 10-10 your score. Singapore with the ball back. Watch Parks. Great defense. You can see Alexander cutting off that baseline and thought Hughes was going to run to the ball. He did not. Second turnover of the game for Alab. Alexander now to Queck. Gets the ball inside, looking for cutters. Back outside again. Tondo, little show and go move by his. Now the crossover, looking for the screen. 5 on the shot clock, launches a long 3 way off the mark. And so a couple of possessions wasted there, first by Alab and then by Singapore. Things knotted up at 10, and just as we thought it would be, Michael, very, very close game. There is Kiefer Ravina, the 23-year-old. Ex-national player. He's no stranger to Singapore. He played in the SEBA games back in 2015, also a member of the SEA games that lifted the championship, defeating Jakarta in the finals. There's a foul there, and that'll be on Jocelyn Bintando, his first. So Kiefer just joining the team. Last Wednesday, he was able to get his first practice. Remember, coming off of a hand injury, I believe. So he got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And in fact, yesterday they traveled and had a late practice last night, did Alab. Off the dribble, Parks. Alexander shadowing him. He'll fire up a long 3, going to be way off the mark. Howard there to corral it. Wong Wei Long in the game now. Tough going on the inside, has to kick back outside again. 15 on the shot clock, they call it again. Alexander pointing to the spot. Again, still in that 2-3 zone. Bounce pass to the left side now. Alexander will take the shot and make it. So again, Alab Pilipinas refusing to come out of that zone, and Alexander torching it again. He's got 4. Parks in between 2 defenders and a traveling call. Well, Bobby Ray Parks a little bit out of control the last 2 or 3 possessions, Michael.
Yeah, he's been looking to attack the basket for the last 2 possessions with no avail. I mean, X-Men has been doing a very good job of defending him.
So Delvin Go inbound it. Slingers enjoying their biggest lead of the game so far, 12-10, 2:25 to go here in the first quarter. Wong, still Wong, from the elbow, can't get it to fall, or does he? Yes, he does. Shooters roll high off the cylinder and getting the bounce. 2-point lead now. Ravina looking pass, knocked away by Howard. Wow. Inspiring stuff by the Slingers early on here in the first quarter. Domingo, second block of the game. Nice pass, good recognition there by Kiefer Ravino. Domingo going straight up with a strong move. Get it out of here, says Howard. Catch and shoot. Off the mark, Howard with another board. Wong Wei Long comes down with it. Rotation. Still Wong. Back outside to Howard. Howard can hit that shot. Other side it goes. Go again, no good that time. Hughes, great position by him. He will come away with it. Delvin Go in the game now for Slingers number 2. Back comes Alab. Ravina. Stops, pops, got it. That is the danger with him. Very good spot-up shooter. So back to within a 2-point game. Alexander shifts the ball to the left, and Go, for a moment there, was open. Cross-court pass back outside to Wong. Howard will take that shot and miss. Skying up to get the rebound is Go, and knocked out of bounds. Last touch by, who was it? Philippines. So Singapore will have the ball again on the baseline, and Delvin Go doing the right thing though, going straight up. Never know, sometimes you can get the foul, and checking into the game will be number 10, Leon Queck. Going out of the game with a nice applause is Delvin Go. He did his job, Michael.
Yeah, I think he did a very good job holding his fort on the defensive end and getting a rebound when he needs it.
Wide open look for 3 is good. Long way long. So 5-point lead, and Singapore hitting their shots now. Off the dribble, downstairs to Domingo. Domingo working on Queck. Howard comes over with the weak side help. You have to kick it back outside again. They'll reset it with 6 on the shot clock. Ravina, long on him. There's the screen. Ravina still inside. Fingertip roll to the basket and in. Wow. So, shot is off, and a pushing foul. So here we are back again. There's Howard. Counted in 1. He will go to the line. So they're going to say, you can see Alexander lining up at the out of bounds line, but they're going to count that N1. So 26.6 to go. Slingers up by 3. Sorry for the technical difficulties there for a moment. And they're going to say the foul occurred before the shot. So they wave off the basket, and Howard, second of 2 right now, hits them both. So Justin with 8 now. Back comes Alab Pilipinas, getting the ball into the hands of Ravina, who has made an impact since he's come into the game. He's got 4 and 1 assist off the dribble, looking for the screen. Wide open look. Inside it goes, and up and in. Yes, Dominguez camped out. Good job by them. Long shot at the buzzer. No good. So 19-16, the Slingers with a slim 3-point lead at the end of the first quarter. We look at the replay here. There's a look-in pass. And the give to Cowling, who sees lurking underneath Hughes. And Hughes with the reverse, and check that. Not Hughes at all. And that is Dominguez. Dominguez with the reverse. And that will do at the end of the first quarter here at the OCBC Arena. The Slingers 19, Alab Pilipinas 16 when we return.
We're good on 3, all right? 1, 2, 3, let's go! 2 very different approaches. Patience from Nicholas. Oh, you gotta make a shot. You gotta make a shot. All right, Nicholas.
We're gonna our stats.
Nicholas has lost the slip-up. Where's it going to be? Nicholas, Owen, Nicholas, Owen.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here are your stats at the end of the first quarter. 19-16 in favor of the Singapore Slingers. 7 of 18 from the floor. An uninspiring 39% on the other side of the ball. Not much better. 7 of 17 for Alab, 41%. 2 of 5 for Singapore, and 0 of 2 for Alab. Free throws 3 of 4, 2 of 3. So taking care of business there. Singapore with a slight lead in rebounds, 11-8, and a couple of turnovers each. So as we suspected, Michael Wong, it was going to be a close game all along. Alab Pilipinas staying in that 2-3 zone to some positive effect. But Singapore, on the other hand, the ball knocking down some shots when they need to, and that's the difference in the game. They've done just enough on the perimeter to keep their nose in front of Alab Pilipinas, who had the ball now, rushing the ball down the court. Fortuna in the game, number 11. Ball rotates to the right. Ravina. Long off-balance shot is no good. So Wong Wei Long, the long lead pass to Howard. Howard will wait for troops. Wide open look at the other side is good. Well, Desmond O, he doesn't score a lot, but when he does, usually it's a very, very important bucket. That was important right there. That would count because coming off the quarter, you want to make a statement right away. And that is the third triple the Singapore Slingers have hit this game. Check it out again. Desmond O, no doubt about it. As we look at the stats, and we talked about turnovers, actually, Slingers with no turnovers, and 3, in fact, for Alab Pilipinas. So the Slingers doing a very good job taking care of the ball. Alab with the ball right now. Domingo still in the game. Rotating off the screen there is Cowling. Cowling still. Domingo had the shot. Little hop shot there. No good. In the open court is Quick. Alexander. Wide open look again is no good. Stepping and getting the rebound. Chasing it down. Nice hustle play by the Slingers. And fouled. That was Desmond O, but looks like an offensive foul there. I think he had his foot up a little bit. Crowd doesn't like that.
Yeah, he obviously kicked off one of the players.
Yeah. So a foul on go and the turnover. 22-16. So a 3-0 little mini run here by the Slingers to open up the second quarter. So Balde, the 36-year-old 5'11" guard, and we have here a foul. And again, the crowd doesn't like that. Desmond again picking up a foul. That is 2 on him in the last couple of possessions. Let's look at it. Trying for the steal, getting his hands in there. Well, close call there. Desmond almost picked it off. So keeper Ravina to checking in on the near sidelines. Dominguez underneath. Nice defense there, but didn't matter. Cowling, reaching up, falling back. Good shot by him. Lead goes down to 4. There's been Tonto back in the game. Now Queck inside to Howard. Howard is tied up by Hughes, it looks like, and that will be 2 on James Hughes. So just what the doctor ordered for Singapore. Look at that, hands all over the place. And Alab Pilipinas is going to have to watch it. That's the guy that you cannot afford to get in foul trouble. He matches up fairly well with Justin Howard. Still looking at his eye. He's going to have to come out of the game for a while. I think he caught a thumb in the eye. That was after he fouled Justin Howard, who got that pass down on the low block. So Singapore with the ball. Out it comes to Alexander. Not a lot of movement this time. Alexander will take that 2 and hit it. And a foul on the play. Will that put Alexander at the line? Let's see. Count the basket. Watch it again. Well, Alexander, really not his forte, outside shooting, but today he's hit 3 jumpers, and look at that. Yeah, I think he got him. They're going to say it's after the shot, so possession for Singapore. Wong. There's been Tondo downstairs to Howard, back out. Long 3 is good! Oh my goodness! Long way long! His second triple! Singapore up by 9! Timeout Alab Pilipinas! Well, Michael Wong, in case you live by the zone, you die by the zone. At this level, knowing that Singapore is a streaky shooting team, they were due for a good shooting game, and they are putting that to bed early on here in the second quarter. Nice little run by them. As we look at it again, there's the kick. The shot by Wong, nothing but net.
Yeah, it's a good sign that the Slingers are hitting shots of either the 3-point line or even the mid-range. Looking at seeing Alexander hit those shots, I tell you, this is a very welcome sight for the Singapore Slingers. And I think Filipinas will, after this timeout, will actually switch to a man-to-man defense right now. They cannot afford to be sitting there. It's almost like sitting ducks right now. The Slingers are on the rhythm, they are on the roll, so you got to go up on them.
So staying in that 2-3 zone has resulted in a 9-point deficit. It's the 7:59 mark here in the second quarter, and we will see what Michael Wong says will come to fruition. Will they come out of their zone and try to go to a man-to-man, which, by the way, should favor the Slingers, especially since Alab has nobody like Xavier Alexander who can cut and slash to the basket. And, of course, downstairs you have to give Justin Howard a big advantage over Hughes. Yeah, so they will still have to double-team Howard no matter what, even if they do go to a man.
With Hughes out of the game, actually, they should the Singapore Slingers should actually look at the low block with Justin posting up Carter, because right now Carter is the man on Howard, so that is obviously a mismatch.
Carter at 6'8", Howard at 6'11". Bobby Ray Parks with the ball, off to Ravina, back to Parks. Parks, nice acceleration, thumbs the ball inside. Wild shot off the mark there, and last touch by who? They're going to say by Carter. So Singapore, very aggressive on defense. They have taken control of this game thus far. Ball swung over, Josh cuts through. Alexander, he's got the hot hand. Queck from Threesville will be way off the mark, and last touch by Alexander, so 1 and out. Not the most opportune of shot there by Leon Queck. I think you've got to be a little bit more patient than that.
Yeah, definitely. You need to look for the hot hand. So right now, Wei Long and the X-Men is having a hot hand on the outside shooting, so they should look for them.
Off the dribble is Ravina. Ravina inside, off the mark. Ball's on the floor, picked up by Philippines. Parks now. There's the contact off the mark. Good move by Parks to get the contact in the air, and that'll be on Xavier Alexander. That will be his first. See who they give that foul to, or is that to is Tonto? Let's see again. There's it'll be on Leon Queck actually. So 2 fouls on Leon. Bobby Ray Parks has a lot of moves. Hits the first one, and you know that's the aspect of his game. If he's not hitting the shots, we've seen him turn the ball over a couple times, but he can beat you in other ways. He's a very athletic player, real high basketball IQ, and hits both his free throws to get Alab back to within 7. Wong, and there's a foul in the backcourt. Silly foul there by Paolo Hubalde, the 36-year-old, and Wong Wei Long obviously taking advantage of that mismatch. He's a step faster, and it showed there on that possession. So Singapore will get the ball on the far sidelines. Alexander will check it into Josh Urzman-Tondo. Lurking on the left-hand side is Wong. They get the ball to him. Inside it goes, back way outside. Go back in the game. Wide open look by Wong from the left side. He knocks it down. Wow. 3 triples for Wong. And a 10-point bulge for the Slingers. Plenty of time, 6:42. Alab can afford to be patient. And right back at you. Ubalda, who made the mistake last time, makes up for that from the elbow. Urzman-Tondo kicks it downstairs. Howard almost losing it inside. Oh, brilliant move there by Go, and he is fouled, I think. No, last touch out of bounds by Alab Pilipinas. So Singapore will have the ball with 18 left on the shot clock. Check that, 10 left on the shot clock. Now 8, Alexander. Here's Tondo looking for space. Rolls the ball inside. Go! Wow, Delvin Go! Turning into a jump shooter, Michael Wong.
This is his second shot from the outside. He made both. So that's a good sign as well.
So Alab still employing that 2-3 zone. Ubalde away from the screen, takes the shot and nails it. Great job by the veteran, finding the screen, getting around it, losing his defender in the process. Spot up shot. Back to an 8-point lead. Round the horn it goes, back outside to Go. Long 3 by Wong is off the mark that time. Ball tipped away. Downstairs it goes, and a foul. That'll go on Wong. Good hustle to get the ball back by Alab Pilipinas. A good job by Singapore to snip that out. Had 2 points written all over it. There's Wong. Really nothing else he could do. So Hughes will go to the line for a pair to try and get Alab back to within 6. Chuck Schreiner, Michael Wong, hoping you're enjoying game 1 of a possible 3-game series here at a packed-out house here at the OCBC Arena in the Lion City of Singapore. Another game, Hong Kong Eastern Long Lions and the Saigon Heat. 1 out of 2 there for Hughes, so that'll get back to within 7. Check that. 31-25, they're saying. So the official score is right, and a travel call. Don't count that. You can see Justin shuffling his feet. Crowd doesn't like that. And the score is actually 31-25. Let's watch it again. Let's see if you can pick it up. There it is. You can see him shuffle that rear foot. Good call by the officials. So Justin trying to shake that off. A rare turnover for Justin. His footwork is usually very, very solid, especially on that low post area. So checking it in will be Lawrence Domingo, 27-year-old. He's got Bobby Ray Parks to his right. Wong on him. There's the pass to Domingo. Domingo, left hand, rolls to the basket. Runs to the basket. That's off the mark. And another foul, Hughes. And that will be on Delvin Go. So all of a sudden, Michael, Alab Pilipinas having some success in the interior of the Singapore defense.
It seems like they're more intent on going for the offensive glass right now, and it's actually paying off for them.
So that will put Hughes at the line again. Last time he was there, as we get a good look at Matt Kuhn, first-year coach of the Alab Pilipinas, former point guard in his playing days. This is the first one. Hughes will never be confused with Magic Johnson at the line. 1 of 2, so he stays right at the 50% mark. 31-27 is your score, not 32-26 that is on your screen. 31-26. Mitch Volkoff back in the game. Inside it goes, and the ball still in the hands of Howard, and he's fouled. And now we'll go on Sampson. So trying to stay aggressive on Justin Howard downstairs, sort of trading fouls off. And that is 2 on Sampson. Well, they're going to say that's his first, actually. So Sampson Carter. Long kick out. Alexander. Volkoff. Another travel call. Well, Singapore guilty of a couple of traveling calls, and it hasn't been a good last 2 possessions for Singapore. They have to keep their eyes on their business. 31-26 is your score. Nabalde slashing through. Carter. Parks on the baseline. This trap. Dominguez making something out of nothing. Can't get the ball to go. The tip is no good. Howard with the rebound. In the open court is Jocelyn Bentondo. Kick back outside. Howard. Good ball movement. Bentondo for 3. No good. Rebound by Hughes. Frenetic stuff back and forth again. Shays in the first quarter. Pushing the ball hard is Dominguez. Carter and Howard going at it. Carter no good. Go with the rebound. Bentondo pushing it. Alexander looking for space inside. Hesitation, and he is fouled. See who that goes against, and that's about the first time so far we have seen Xavier Alexander get any space in which to move downstairs. There's the foul on Dominguez. So that's 1 on him. And, you know, I think they might have stumbled onto something here, or not stumbled. This has been part of their MO throughout the season. But whenever Xavier Alexander is aggressive, Michael, good things happen to the Slingers defense or offense.
Yeah, especially if he can get all the way to the paint. You know, he's going to either create for an outside shot, or he's going to get his own shot or get fouled on the way to going to the basket.
Been an aspect of this game that has been wanting for a couple of years now. Xavier Alexander, he has improved it a lot this season. Rattles home that first one. So 32-26 is your score. Misses the next one, so 1 out of 2. None of these teams really lighten it up from the line. Again, pushing the ball. Noodle back into the game. Gives it off to Dominguez. Around the corner it goes, inside. Kicked in, and nice job by Singapore to seal off the lane. Noodle lurking on the left-hand side. Dribble penetration falls short. Carter trying to go baseline. Loses the ball inside. Picked up by Go. Into the hands of Bentondo. Bentondo still right hand. Bounce pass over to Alexander. Kicked over to Howard. Howard with a shot. No good. Stepping in and getting the rebound is Hughes. And full of running now are Alab Pilipinas. Wide open look. Catch and shoot from the left-hand side. No good. Cleaned it up inside. It's Dominguez. 32-28, 4-point game. So slowly but surely, Alab Pilipinas doing it enough to get back into this contest. Singapore scoreless their last 4 trips down the court. Go whips it over to the left-hand side to Quack. Shoots it over to the right-hand side. Alexander, yes! Quick first step by the X-Man. 34-28. Noodle. Carter. Dominguez. Noodle cutting through. Following him is Josh. Back outside it goes again to Salise. Singapore packing it down low, trying to find some space. Quek working on him. Ball in the hands of Hughes, who shoots. No good. Rebound by Alexander. Over to the left-hand side. Urzbintano for three. You got it. Oh, my goodness. Just Urzbintano, his second triple of the game. Timeout Alab Pilipinas. Singapore matching their biggest lead of the game by 10. So the outside shot, this is the dimension that Urzbintano brings you. He is known as a guy that can fill it up from outside, and he's been wonderful tonight, Michael.
Yeah, he's doing a very good job running the tempo of the game, and how to attack the zone. And he's shifting the ball from side to side, and they're pushing the ball every single time when they get a rebound, which is one of the ways you can actually attack a zone. Before it's actually being set up, you're already attacking it. So good job by the Singapore Slingers.
So Urzbintano with 8 points now. And the Singapore Slingers doing, as we said before, what they needed to do. You mentioned right at the beginning that Singapore was going to be competitive in this game, Michael. They were going to have to start knocking down some outside shots. They've done exactly that.
Yes, definitely. They've been hitting shots at a very high rate. And definitely they need to try to continue this hot shooting streak. They need to find a hot hand, feed them the ball, get them into open space, get some shots down.
They're also getting help from guys that you normally wouldn't expect offensive contributions from that much. Desmond O with that big three. How about Delvin Go? He's got 4 points right now, a couple of big rebounds, or 5 points actually. So, everybody's contributing, and because of that, Singapore has this double-digit lead. But you got to be careful. It's a very, very explosive Alab Pilipinas team. So 1:56 to go. 37-28 is your score. Singapore by 9. Actually, Ravina off the dribble. Ravina with the shot, no good. Knocked away by Delvin Go. Long pass, oh my goodness. Alexander saves the day that time. Quek thought about it, back outside. Now Alexander looking for room inside, has Howard. Yeah, ball! Oh, yes! Wow! Little two-man basketball right there. Xavier Alexander, look at what happens down low. Little kick inside to Howard and backing up, and the foul will be on Hughes, and that's 3 on him. So Hughes will have to exit the game, and I'll tell you, the basket hurts enough, but the foul to Hughes, that is huge.
He's the only one who can actually match up with Howard with any chance of having a success matching up with Howard right now. And with him out of the game, they should really look to exploit this mismatch.
Can't finish the three-point play. Singapore up by 11, their biggest lead of the game. Noodle yo-yoing it back downstairs, gives the ball to Ravina. Ravina left-hand dribble, looking for separation. He backs it up now. They spread out the defense, or the offense. Go trying to hang with Ravina to no avail. Nice gliding shot there by keeper Ravina. So that gets the lead back down to 9 with just over a minute to go here in the second quarter. We've got a good halftime show coming up for you. We'll be talking about a little bit of a wild shot, but there to pick it up is Howard, and he's fouled again. So Justin Howard, a dominating performance downstairs, Michael.
He knows that there's no one right now to match up with him, and he's going to go and crash the offensive board every single time.
Watch it again. There's Alexander rolling to the basket. You can see the only person there is Carter, and Carter, arms flailing, gets the foul. So you couldn't have drawn it up any better if you were a Singapore Slingers fan. You get 3 fouls on the guy that can hurt you down low. And I think Alab Pilipinas will have no choice but to start Hughes at the beginning of the third quarter after halftime, because they cannot afford to fall any further behind. The Slingers hit 1 out of 2, so the lead back up to 10, 40-30. Just under 50 seconds to go. Carter almost loses the ball. Urzbintano working on Noodle. There's the give up. Spot up shot from elbow is no good. Urzbintano, look at him push the ball. Inside to Howard. Howard! No good. Carter with the rebound. So as you said, Michael, going to him every single time. 25 seconds. Salise. Ravina. Late whistle there, and that will go on Desmond O, and that will be 3 on Desmond. Looked like a body block there. So Ravina a little bit out of control, but luckily for him, Desmond even more so. Watch this. Oh my goodness, that could have been a charge.
Yeah, got both
Wow.
ways.
So Ravina perhaps getting away with one there. Will go to the line for a pair as we look at the pensive face of Matt Puan, the coach of the Alab Pilipinas team. Well, Ravina coming as advertised. Very, very smooth player, full of moves. A couple of turnovers, that's to be expected. Coming off that long layoff off the hand injury. He joined the team on Wednesday, got a few practices in, and here he is being depended on to play a role here for Alab in a crucial game, the first game of 3. 1 of 2. So 21 seconds to go, 9-point lead. Singapore will run it down and try and get the last shot. Look for them to try and get the ball downstairs to Justin Howard. Josh. There's Howard coming to your picture now. Lurking around that low block. 7 seconds to go. Alexander. Still Alexander. Bumping and grinding, and there's your foul. Let's see if that puts the X-Man at the line. 2.2 seconds to go. He will go to the line. See who the foul is on. A little reach in there. That's from behind. Number 18, that is Mendoza, Jovette, who's checked into the game. So, important shots here at the line to try and stretch it to double digits. There is one that does it. So 41-31. I don't know if I've seen Singapore more focused this season or not, Michael. All aspects of their game right now, just like a fine-tuned machine. Everything that they're trying to do, they are doing defensively and offensively. Second of 2, nails it. So 42-31. Singapore will fall back. Inbounds pass. Ravina will launch a long shot. Ooh, not too far off the mark, but that will do it. So halftime it is 42-31. Singapore doing a good job on both ends of the court, offensively and defensively. So make sure that you come back. We got a lot of cool stuff coming on at halftime. There's your halftime score. Singapore Slingers 42, Alab Pilipinas 31 at the half. We'll be right back.
I can hear you. Sure. Okay.
if you want to look up. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of stuff going on at halftime. We'll get to that in a moment. We also have a special guest, Mr. Jericho Ilagan from the ABL. He's the CEO. But 42-31 in favor of the Singapore Slingers over the Alab Pilipinas. As we look at some of the highlights of that first half, Bobby Ray Parks, get it out of here, says Xavier Alexander. And he knocked the referee down in the process. There's another look at it there, and it was a lot like that in the first half. Great defensive pressure by the Slingers all half long. Alexander off the dribble. And a guy who, if you are from the Philippines, you know him very, very well. Josh knocks it down. Erzbin Tondo, he hit 3 triples in that first half. Looking pass there, Delvin Go, using his body to good effect right there. Wasn't all one-way traffic, though, but here it is, the Singapore Slingers again off the screen. Alexander, and why not? They're going to give you that much room. Alab Pilipinas staying in a zone at the beginning of the half and getting picked apart because of that. And a little bit of a crowd there. It's off the mark, and look who's there to clean it up. Well, off the top of the cylinder it goes. That was Wong Wei Long. He hit 3 triples at the beginning of the game, too. Off the dribble there, nice little dribble penetration. That was number 3, Dominguez. There is Kiefer inside. Beautiful pass inside to hit Dominguez on the reverse. Kiefer Dominguez to Kiefer to Dominguez. Long 3 from the other side, so Singapore really jacking it up. That was Des Minot. It was his only bucket of the game. Back outside, Wong Wei Long. Quick release for 3. Second of his triples. Good ball rotation. There is his 3rd one. What a streaky shooter. He has been the MVP of the local players in the ABL the last couple of years. Off the dribble, Ubalde. Nice execution off the screen. Very close game to this point. And Singapore starts pulling away. Again, there is Erzbin Tondo one more time. His second of his 3 threes. Off the dribble, oh, beautiful pass inside. And Justin Howard doing what he does off of 1 foot off the glass. And that brings us to the stats. Singapore 15 of 34 for 44%. 12 of 33, that is the shutdown defense we were talking about for the Slingers, limiting Alab Pilipinas to 36%. Look at the turnovers, 5 and 3. Rebounds, 21 to 16. These teams, the 1 and 2 leading rebounders in the league. Steals 2-0 in favor of Singapore. 12-8, the assist also in Singapore's favor. So an 11-point game, and well, if you're wondering what these youngsters are doing, they are part of the Sports Cares program. And remember, the Slingers are wearing their alternate jerseys because of the Sports Cares Foundation, but also the Active Singapore Basketball Academy, and that's what these kids are doing on now. They're putting on a skills demonstration, and there are 90 kids out there taking part. The purpose of the academy is to introduce kids to the electrifying sport of basketball through developing skills at their own pace in a fun and exciting environment, which in turn will lead to youngsters' avenues to advancing their sports. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our halftime show, and we're very happy to have with us Mr. Jericho Ilagan, the ABL, the COO of the ABL, and it's been a successful season. I think Jericho, in a lot of respects, has the ABL season for 2016-17 lived up to your expectations?
First of all, thank you for having me, Chuck. Appreciate your time as always. We've had a great season so far. I mean, in every metric that you'd want to look at it, and this is because of the partnerships we've established with our broadcasting partners this year. For the first time in 7 years, all our games are live, regardless where you are. In Hong Kong with iCable, in Malaysia with RTM, in Vietnam with HTV, in the Philippines with ABS-CBN, even in Kaohsiung with 11 Sports Network, and especially in Singapore with StarHub. That alone has brought us to more homes in the existence of the ABL. More homes, more exposure for a basketball league, and our fans are able to see the type of competition that the ABL brings.
Okay, and I'm going to put you on the spot here now, Jericho, and don't answer if you don't want to. But if you had to pick the high point of the 2016-17 season, and I know we're going through the playoffs now, a lot of exciting stuff still on tap. In fact, the most exciting stuff still to come.
Sure.
But what's your high point right now?
I'd say the level of competition this year has been really amazing. We've had the most number of games where the least number of points have been established already. The competition level, we've had record-breaking, numbers, triple doubles, 3 points across the season. It's the level of competition has really increased so far.
Now, we've got a good example of those kids that we just anointed to right there a moment ago. But basketball doing a great job, ABL doing a great job, obviously, of making basketball, putting it to the forefront of your higher level sports here in Asia. And I'm sure that's what ABL is all about. That are there any other programs that you have in the back of your mind that might do something like we've just seen today at halftime on the court?
Actually, the ABL has been a great factor in non-basketball countries like Singapore, Vietnam, Malaysia, even Indonesia and Thailand. We've been able to reach out to young kids now, where it's an outlet for them. New guys to cheer for, new heroes to cheer for. With Active SG, with Sport SG, the things that they do here in Singapore now gives another sport, another avenue for the kids, to look up to.
Okay, one more question. I don't know if it's appropriate, but I'm going to ask it anyway. There's been rumor of expansion next year that we could go to even an 18 format, maybe get some teams that we were familiar with before, such as Thailand and Indonesia back in the league. Are these just rumors at this point? I see you're smiling. So
we've had numerous organizations come across and inquire about joining the ABL this past season because of the tremendous growth we've had. I can't confirm nor deny at this point, but I guess it's something that our fans can look up to for next year, where we expand outside of Southeast Asia region, further than Hong Kong and Taiwan.
And just from a personal point of view, Jericho, I want to thank you for all the hard work that you've done. I know I see you on the fly a lot of times. We don't have much of a time to say much more than hi and bye. But you are like a whirlwind promoting the ABL all around Southeast Asia and further Hong Kong and Taiwan this year. And I just want to thank you for the great job that you've done this year on behalf of the ABL.
Chuck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, we've been talking to Jericho Ilagan, the COO of the ABL, and we'll be back for third quarter action in just a moment after this here halftime score, 42-31 in favor of the Slingers over Alab Pilipinas when we return. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Another look at the stats, just in case you missed them. 42-31 is our score at the halftime. Slingers 15-34, 44%. That's pretty darn good. The other side of the ball, 33 for 36, not so good. Three-pointers, that will bring music to fans of the Slingers. 5 of 11 and 0 of 5. So Alab yet to connect on a three. Free throws, all good for both teams, around 64%. That's about league average. Rebounds, as we expected, very close. Slight lead for the Slingers by 2. Turnovers 3 and 5, not really a factor. Assists 12 and 8. Singapore doing a great job of distributing the ball, and the steals 2-0 in favor of the Slingers. So really the score, Michael Wong, 11 points. And we were just talking that the Slingers, what they have to be very, very careful of and aware of is they cannot take their foot off the gas. We've seen several times this season when they've had a big lead and then it is dissipated, confidence goes down, and then it becomes a very, very close game towards the end. So Slingers, I'm sure, are aware of that. They're going to have to keep their game face on throughout the game. This is a very, very dangerous Alab Pilipinas team.
Yes, and they definitely have been riding a hot shooting streak, and you really wonder if they can maintain the kind of shooting level. Right now, they don't really have a lot of points in the paint. They only have 6, so they should really try to mix it up a little bit.
Howard, right off the bat, a little jumper. And off to the races goes Parks. Still Parks. Hughes from outside, got it. And that's just what you need to do, come right back. And Hughes, 3 fouls in all, hits the running jumper. So 9-point game. Erzman Tondo, what a game he had in the first half. Goes through the trees, kicks it back outside. Alexander, quick first step, hesitation. Howard with the rebound, gets it knocked away. Last touch by Singapore. Good interior defense by Alab Pilipinas. Bobby Ray Parks right there with the hand, as was Dominguez. And that was significant because Hughes can't be that active with 3 fouls. So the 2 little guys went after Howard and won that time at least. Ravina, there's been Tondo on him. Shooting through and almost saving the ball. Great job by Xavier Alexander. What anticipation there. Into the expensive seats he goes. He's all right. His beer is all right, yes. Bobby Ray Parks trying to break his opponent down off the dribble and does just that. Tantalizing little crossover, back-up jumper is good. Now it's a 7-point game, 4-0 mini run. Just a thing that we said was dangerous, and a foul and 1. Bobby Ray Parks with the helping defense from behind. You can see quite clearly the push on Justin Howard. He will go to the line. Look at it again. Not much you can do, and again, Hughes has to be a little bit passive. You can see him. And Parks just would not let it go. So Howard at the line, a chance to make it a 3-point game. 44-35, 3-point play, excuse me, in a 10-point game. Justin Howard. This is the free throw. Dominguez clears it up. Plays well above his 6'5" height. Ravina again, now with the right hand. Uh-oh, nobody picked him up. Erzman Tondo finally does, and a foul. Erzman Tondo with the foul. The mix-up on the defensive coverage, you could see right there. Ravina, you can see, he was expecting somebody to cut. That didn't happen, so he got hung out to dry a little bit there. Parks with the left hand, kicks it back outside to Hughes. Another jumper is good. Hughes can hit that outside shot. Howard elects not to come out on him. Queck in the game now. Erzman Tondo to the right side he goes. Now Queck. Go lurking around the low post. Alexander inside to go. Yes! On the baseline. And again, Hughes handicapped because he can't go after anything on the low post. They want to keep him in the game. Parks off the dribble. Throws it away. Picked up by Alexander. Lead pass. Erzman Tondo. Yes! And a timeout being called by Alab Pilipinas. Singapore, a furious comeback. The lead back to 11. And Michael, I tell you, the pace of the game has not slowed at all. What a play. Check this out. You could almost call it carrying. Violation on Alexander. There it is again, but no whistle. The lead pass to Earthman Tondo, the finish. Singapore, off the strength of the turnover, goes back up by 11. Just when it looked like Alab Pilipinas were going to make a statement.
Yeah, I think the Singapore Slingers have done a very good job of mixing it up, because in the first half they were relying a lot on the outside shots. At the start of the second half, they have been looking to drive, to penetrate, and the next man has been looking to penetrate the zone, collapsing the zone, and then going up strong, because they know we spoke about Hughes and his 3 fouls. He is not able to contest right now. If we are looking at passes into the big man, either to Howard or even now Delvin getting into the act as well. So
what that also allows the Slingers to do, excuse me, Michael, is that also since Hughes has those 3 fouls, they can't block up the penetration lanes, or at least he can't. So when Xavier Alexander starts to penetrate the lanes, Hughes really is at a loss of what to do. So it's up to the other guys like Lawrence Domingo to pick up the slack, and they have been fouling. Also, Bobby Ray Parks picking up a foul as well. So I'm sure that's one of the situations that they were talking about, their defensive coverage and what they're going to do to deal with it downstairs. So Hughes can avoid that 4th foul and get into the 4th quarter. It'll be a different story, but they got to hang on now. Bobby Ray, stop and pop shot is good. Again, nobody on the shooter that time. I believe that was Mendoza Jobets, number 18 in the bucket. So a 9-point lead, 7:21, 7:30 actually to play. Earthman Tondo around one screen, gets inside, wide open look on the left-hand side. A long 3 is going to be missed. Here comes Alab. Still Alab and thrown away. My goodness. What were they thinking there? It looked like Dominguez was thinking that the player on the right side was going to take a few steps in. That didn't happen, so a blown opportunity there from Alab. So 6 turnover for them. Queck back outside. There's the screen. Opens up Josh. Queck open there for a second. He'll bring it back outside. Urban Tondo from Queensville. Going to be off the mark there. Reaching for the rebound is Dominguez. Dominguez doing a heck of a job. Going in for Hughes. Downstairs, Hughes is still in the game. Parks with the runner, no good. Rebound by Howard. Back comes Earthman Tondo, right hand. The cute angle, can't get it to go. Hughes with the board. What do we have? Number 21 in the game also, Val Okuna, the 30-year-old 6'2" forward. So a substitution coming. Quick check out, game long way long in the game. And hitting the floor down at the other end. Wow, Bobby Ray Parks. My goodness, he has to be helped out off the court. Let's hope that he's okay. One of the lightning rods of this Alab Pilipinas team. Salise, build up on the left-hand side. Bounce pass downstairs to number 4. Dominguez can't finish it, but there's Hughes on the weak side to clean it up. Hughes starting to get active. Nice pass by number 4, Ravina. Alexander. Hughes on the low block. Delvin go. Downstairs it goes. Howard, foul, does it count? Yes, it won! Wow, and down goes Howard in a pile. So Dominguez, you can see the mismatch. You were talking about it, Michael. They need to take advantage of that every chance they get. Dominguez not able to keep his hands off it. Howard at the line for a 3-point opportunity. Look at this. Valiant effort by Dominguez, and there's the foul. And Howard just incidental contact. Falling over Dominguez. Timber, as they say, in lumberjack land. And the 6'11" man falls to the floor. So at the line, to try and make it a 10-point game is Justin Howard. Howard having a marvelous game thus far, 10 points. Gets the free throw. So Singapore led by 11 at the end of the half. Alab hasn't really done a whole lot to nick into that lead, only by 1 they have. So Ravina Waiting for numbers, waiting for the screen perhaps. Skipping through one defender. Long three that goes. It rattles and is out. A push by Delvin Go on Samson Carter.
I think they got Carter for the
Maybe,
push.
yeah, maybe if that's an offensive foul. Wow. So Carter now with 3. Carter and Hughes both with 3 fouls. Bobby Ray Parks out of the game, so the news keeps getting worse for Alab. Wide open over here is Wong. He thought about it, waited a little bit too long. Skip pass over to the right side. Delvin Go with the ball. Oh, take it to the basket. Delvin Go. Wow. Skipping past the leads and making it home. 12-point lead for Singapore. Their biggest lead of the game. Salih. Hughes. Screen. Long three is good. Number 21, Balakuna, just what the doctor ordered. Very dangerous team. They've got guys that can light it up all around the floor and on the bench off the dribble. Wow, how Hughes is dove in today. Losing it, Go picks it back up. The reverse is good. Picking up the loose ball, taking it straight to the basket. Stolen by Alexander. Gets his own rebound. Off the back. Yes, good. Off the glass. Singapore 57. Alab Pilipinas 44. Losing the ball on the floor. A foul that will go on Carter. That'll be 4 on him. Things going from bad to worse for Alab Pilipinas.
Oh, things are going south for them right now. Everything is going for the Singapore Slingers.
Well, Carter looking at the referee, but really no point in making that contact. Watch it again. Here's Alexander. Well, that was the previous play, but missing that shot. Taking his time, and again, Hughes not wanting to commit that 4th foul. Go. Wong getting a step. Puts the ball up, and it's stolen by Ravina, who ends up with it at least. Dominguez will bounce back through. Ball on the floor, picked up by Singapore. Now on the path of Alab, picked up again. Sloppy stuff, lead pass. Wong, foul. And Singapore in the open court. Wong Wei Long is fouled. He took a hit in training last week and left him a little bit woozy. Just started practicing again Thursday. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Dangerous looking foul. No indication of a intentional foul. Missing the first one. Well, it's been all Singapore Slingers the last 2 or 3 minutes. A couple of steals and some heads-up play by Delvin Go. We said before, the Slingers getting everybody involved. Now they lead by 14, 58-44. Hughes checking back into the game. Checking out will be Dominguez. Back in the game will be Paulo Ubalde, the 36-year-old. Still plenty of time. 3:47 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Full court pressure. Ravina beating the press. Now he'll hold up. Little backup jumper is going to be short. Taken by Justin Howard. Singapore will take their time. No, there's a lead pass to Wong. Howard. Hughes working on him. Howard turns and fires. Off the mark. Carter with the rebound. Cross-court pass. Long shot. Oh, my goodness. Balakuna unconscious. So the lead trimmed to 11. Alcuna single-handedly keeping Alab Pilipinas' head above water here the last couple of minutes. Go. Alexander mismatched with Ravina working on him. A little bucking and grinding on the inside. Oh, good job and a foul on Ravina. Well, that's a mismatch that Singapore will take advantage of whenever they can. Ravina with the foul doesn't understand it. Very, very physical game, a very clean game, however. No dirty stuff going on, but Singapore doing a great job, Michael Wong, of finding the mismatches on the court and taking advantage of all this quarter.
We've been talking about so much about their offense. We should look at Singapore Slingers. They've been done a very good job on the defensive end as well. They've been starting with a full court press, creating a lot of turnovers from the Filipinos right at the front court, giving them a lot of transition basket along the way.
Those Slingers. Good-looking crowd here, about evenly distributed between fans of the Slingers and fans of the Philippines team. You know, Philippines travel very well. They've got fans all over the world come and see their guys or girls, depending on the sport. Certainly ought to be just saluted for that. Very knowledgeable fans as well. 1 of 2. Carter with the rebound. Ball in the hands of Ubaldo. Lead back up to 12. Desmond O back in the game. Wong working on Ubaldo. Alexander, foul away from the ball. Oh boy, is that on Desmond O again? If it is, that should be 4 on him. No.
It's on way long.
Long way long, so that'll be 2 on him. Carter. Back outside it goes. Inside, no good, and a foul. I believe that will go on Delvin Go. For Delvin, that's his 2nd foul. So you can see the strategy. Alab trying to sort of mimic the Singapore Slingers. We're going to try and get the ball inside. They're not having much luck from the perimeter. So try and force the ball inside. Get some easy looks. Again, try to find some mismatches as Samson Carter misses the first one. The 6'8", 26-year-old averaged 14.3 points and 9.8 boards a game during the regular season. 0 of 2. So wasted trip there. Lead pass. Back come the Slingers. X-Man calling the signals. Inside, back outside. Alexander. Wong. Ball knocked away. Look out, ball from over by us. Last touch by Alab Pilipinas. 6 left on the shot clock. Leon Kwek checks into the game for the Singapore Slingers. Okay, I can't say enough about Delvin Go and his effort today. On the floor it goes, and last touch again. Heads up move there by the X-Man to let the ball go out. Now 3 seconds. So Wong will check it in. Look for Howard to get the ball. He does. Cross-court pass. Wide open look for Kwek. Buzzer. Yes! 3-yard Kwek. Well, what a time to hit your first shot. A 3, 61-47. Under 2 minutes to go. Right, the stroke of midnight, the 24-second violation. Desmond O, double dribble. Well, Singapore, the #1 defensive league in the league, Michael, and they're showing why right now.
Obviously, they're trying to frustrate the Filipinos. You know, every ball handler has a face, has a defender, hands in his face, and this is creating a lot of turnovers on the other end.
Alexander Howard back outside Desmond O. There's a screen. O gets inside, kick back. Off balance shot off the glass, no good. Hughes corrals the rebound. Back comes Alab. 1:23 to go. Backup jumper. Going to be long. Kwek with the rebound. Singapore will hold it up. Ball in the hands of Wong. 1:10 to go here in the 3rd quarter. O. Alexander. Kwek. Back outside. 7 seconds on the shot clock. O. Long 3 is going to be off the mark for 1 and out. Ubaldo with the lead pass almost too far. There's the jumper. It's going to be off the mark. 45 seconds to go here. 1 and out. The Slingers hanging tough. Downstairs to Howard. Howard kicks back outside. Around the horn it goes. Good ball distribution by the Slingers. Alexander dumps it inside to Howard. The ball's on the floor. Picked up again by Howard. Howard trying to get through. And a 3-second call, I believe, on Justin Howard. Well, that time, Alab doing a great job holding off Justin Howard. You can see kept trying to feed him inside, and the double team finally getting the best of him. So 28.1 to go here. Both these teams a little bit sloppy the last couple of possessions. What an exciting game. Ubalde. He's got Dominguez as a running partner. Now Hughes steps up. He'll be on the high post. Now covered by Howard. Ubalde with the crossover. Dominguez there to throw the screen. Still Ubalde loses it on the floor. Picks it up now. 7 on the shot clock though. Can't lose Wong. Cowling bailed out by that foul, that time on Alexander. Wow. Singapore looked like they were on the verge of another stop, Michael. Unfortunate that Alexander picking up the foul there. That will be his first foul in the game. So the only person in foul trouble for Singapore is Desmond O. On the other side of the ball, you've got number 7 Carter. I see only with 3, and Hughes also with 3. So I mistakenly said Carter had 4. He does not. He only has 3. So they should be a lot more active in the fourth quarter, Michael. Alab Pilipinas with their guys only with 3 fouls. Hughes doing a great job not picking up that 4th foul in the third quarter.
Yeah, definitely. I think they're going to try to make a run in the fourth quarter. But with Bobby Ray Parks, he seems like he's not going to be able to come back in the game. So they're a bit short-handed on the end as well.
They're going to have Ravina to try and take that spot. But remember, Ravina's only been with the team for a few days. That's a tough ask. There is Bobby Ray Parks, and you can see him head down, very despondent. So it looks like his day might be finished. Get it out of here, says Dominguez. And we said he jumps. He is plays a lot bigger than he is. Only 6'5", and what leaping ability you saw right there. Desmond O has that shot put into the first row. Inbound pass picked off. And that will do at the end of the third quarter. The score 61-49. Delvin Goh, the story in the third quarter for the Singapore Slingers. Slingers led by 11 at half. They lead by 12 now. As we look at the Delvin Goh show here. Back outside, and the shot there by Kwek, actually. Another look at it, Leon Kwek. So a cast of the whole team getting the job done for the Singapore Slingers. They lead by 12 with 10 minutes to go here at the OCBC Arena, 61-49. When we return.
You have 3 chances. First one is the big prize of half-court shot from big points. You could win up to $688 worth of wine. Are you confident, sir? He's not confident. How about, let's give him a bit of confidence, ladies and gentlemen. Come on up, please. Anytime you're ready, sir. Oh man. Never mind, let's move forward. They still have more chances. Next one, the 3-point shot. If you make it, you get $201 worth of wine for the cake for girls and for their wines. It's all right, man. It's okay. 1 more shot. They make the free throw. They get a reserve point and reserve rent worth $91. It's okay, man. Well done. Good effort. Let's pick it up for Huggies, ladies and gentlemen. He tried.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here at the OCBC Arena. And the injury to Bobby Parks, there you have it right there, and that swollen ankle. Hate to see that, Bobby Ray Parks, and he very, very despondent, head down. But let's look at some third quarter stuff here, and there's the injury. Ooh, falling back on the ankle, you can see right there. And let's get another look at it. Now watch it go underneath him. There, right there, getting his foot tangled up. It looked like Xavier Alexander and Bobby Ray Parks, obviously wanting to help his team. So 10 minutes to go. Again, we want to thank Sport Cares, the Singapore charity. Singapore Slingers wearing this jersey that they are in honor of Sport Cares Foundation, a growing movement nationally which uses sport for social well-being, giving opportunities to vulnerable, struggling individuals. And also, can't say enough of the active Singapore Basketball Academy, that marvelous halftime exhibition, 90 kids showing their skills. Hats off to Singapore Slingers coach Neil Beng Seong. He is the brainchild of that particular operation, and it continues to do great things here in Singapore. Back to action, 61-49. Slingers with the ball, back outside to Howard, who takes the high post. Looking for somebody to get the ball to inside Alexander. We'll get the stats to from the third quarter. Alexander turning the corner inside to Go. Followed by Alexander. Never giving up on the play. Delvin Go drawing a crowd. Alexander right there to clean it up. 14-point lead. 6 turnovers for the Slingers in the game, 9 for Alab. This shot there falls right in the path of the X-Man. Slingers 23 of 53 for 43%. Looking for a foul there and not getting it. What do we have? 3-second violation on Justin Howard. 19 of 46 for 41% for Alab Pilipinas. Alab 2 of 9 from beyond the arc. If you look at that 3-second violation, the Slingers 5 of 12 for 42%. Slingers with 29 rebounds, including 10 offensive boards, and there you have it, a miss there at the other end, a foul underneath. Off the scrum comes Samson Carter, so he will no doubt go to the line. Let's see who they give the foul to. And the floor getting a little bit messy now. Let's watch it again. That might go to Go. If it is, that's his second foul, I guess. They're going to give it to Delvin Go. Rebounding-wise, we said the Slingers with 29. In fact, Alab Pilipinas with 30. The O-boards 10-7 in favor of the Slingers. So Singapore shooting 43%. Free throws, 10 of 17 for the Slingers, and 10 of 16, 11 of 17 now for Alab Pilipinas. 63-51. Back comes Alexander and company. Cruising on the baseline is Wong Wei Long. There he is. Go, spins and turns. He's got the ball now. Dominguez on him. Justin Howard. Long shot by Wong is going to be off the mark. Out of bounds it goes. So Ravina will throw it in from the near sidelines. Urbin Tonto back in the game now also for Singapore. So Wong and Urbin Tonto in the backcourt. Alexander, Go, and Howard. The other side of the ball, Ravina. Noodle checking back into the game. Dominguez, and Carter and Hughes. Both Carter and Hughes with 3 fouls. Here comes Dominguez. Ravina. Urbin Tonto on him. They swing it to the left to Carter. Back out to Ravina. He'll try to create something off the dribble. Left hand he goes to now. Inside, trying to get it over to Hughes. Howard smelling that out. Singapore back with the ball, 1 and out. In fact, not even a shot. Get down to the 8-minute mark. Howard. Wong. Still Wong inside. Alexander, but the shot is good from the elbow. Xavier Alexander, he has been very good from outside, Michael. Another aspect of his game that has been absent the last few weeks, but my goodness, if he can hit from the outside as well as do what he does inside, what a break it will be for the Slingers in this playoff. Carter. Hoisting a long 3 is good. That is Ravina. So Kiefer Ravina staying in contact, a 12-point game again. Urbin Tonto looking for help, gives it to Wong. Delvin Go on the low post. Howard on the opposite side, he comes out. Howard now at the low post. Rotation over to Wong. Wong can't get it to go. Right into the path of Dominguez. Back comes Alab Pilipinas. Ravina again. Ravina with the left hand. The shot off the mark. Hughes cleans it up back outside. They'll reset it. Noodle. Urbin Tonto on him. Noodle, still Noodle. Foul! Had it gone, it would have counted. So Noodle getting the step on Urbin Tonto will send him to the line for 2. That will stop the clock at the 6:34 mark. Unlucky, Noodle couldn't get it to finish. So 66-54, that's exactly what it was when we started the fourth quarter. So no inroads as of yet by Alab Pilipinas, who again will be without the services of Bobby Ray Parks, at least for this game. So it's a good thing that they did sign Kiefer Ravina, as he will have to pick up the slack. Hits them both. So a 10-point game now. Coach Nyo with his arms folded on the opposite side. Delvin Go will check it in. Full court pressure going to be employed now by Salise and company. Don't know what's going on away from the ball. So, checking it in. Ursman Tondo gives it to Alexander, who gets it across. 15 on the shot clock. Alexander rises and fires. Can't hit it this time. Gang rebounding. Coming down with it is Salise. Quickly comes Ravina. Ravina right hand. What a move by him. The ball knocked away. Picked up by Alexander. In the open court is Ursman Tondo. Still Alexander. Cross court pass to Howard. Howard off the glass. Gets his own rebound. Stops. Got it. Underneath the basket. He finds a way to a technical foul. Think that might go against Justin Howard, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think that's on Howard. He just threw the ball at the referee.
I think he wanted a foul and didn't get it. So that will be a technical foul. Well, that's not what you want. And the referee not wasting any time. So that will send Ravina to the line. So they will get one shot and a ball at the sideline. So a rare loss of cool on the part of Justin Howard. Usually he's as cool as you can get. Luckily for them, this time it did not hurt him, but he wanted that three-point opportunity. He did not get it. 13 points for Howard, 12 for Go, so 25 in the backcourt, or the front court for the Slingers. Dominguez, Ravina. Ball knocked away by Desmond O. Lead pass to Alexander. Foul! And sending Alexander flying. Dangerous play there by Salise. So things getting a little bit chippy here. There's a lead pass. And look at, no, that's Dominguez actually. So for Dominguez, that is 4 on him. Now without Bobby Parks in the game, probably he is the, besides Ravina, the most athletic player for the Slingers. So 2 shots here for Xavier Alexander. This is the first one. 6:12 to go in the game. A wounded Alab Pilipinas team, but you know what they say about wounded animals, they are at their most dangerous when cornered. 1 of 2. Noodle. There's been Tondo shadowing him. Carter to the right. Now he slips to the low post and a foul. Offensive foul, and that'll go on Noodle. I think there was an elbow that was thrown. Offensive foul. Well, we said things are getting a little bit off color. Let's watch it again, see if we can pick it up. There it is. You see Noodle extending the arm. Referee right there. And Coach Matt Kwan taking Noodle off the court and said, yeah, come over here. Checking into the game, number 21, Valo Kuna. Off the dribble, Desmond O kicks it back outside to Josh. There's the screen. Around the screen he goes. He'll fire it up. Going to be well short. Staying with it, though. Stepping in the lane is number 4, Ravina, and he is fouled immediately by Desmond O, I believe. 4 on Desmond. So he's got 3 points to go with those 4 fouls. 5:40 to go. You look at it again. Salise. Acuna. Ravina. Ravina switches to the left hand, glides through. The shot is going to be off the mark. Rebound by Alexander. Off and running again are the Slingers. Thought about it. He'll hold it up. Outside Urban Tonto. Urban Tonto over to Desmond. Desmond, they switch off. Desmond go now. Urban Tonto runs the baseline. He's got it back. Inside to Howard. Howard turns and fires. Can't get it. Rebound taken by Alexander. Fresh 24. Actually 8 seconds. Howard on the baseline.
Traveling call.
Traveling call. So Justin Howard with another turnover, and he's got a couple of 3 turnovers actually tonight. 2 3-second calls, and that traveling call comes at the 4:34 mark. So Justin getting a little bit frustrated with Hughes that time. Salise gets around Alexander. Back outside to Carter. Carter will give it up. He'll switch. Now he goes to the low post. Alcuna double team. Looking for room. Downstairs it goes. Little hesitation move. Around the corner, up and in it goes. Nice move by Samson Carter. Getting free of Justin Howard. So back to an 11-point game with 4.5 to go. Wong inside to Howard. Howard. Hughes working on him. Got to feel that Hughes will go ahead and give up that foul to stop Howard at this point in the game. Alexander, quick first step around. Yeah, getting the step on Samson Carter. And the lead back up to 13 at the 4-minute mark. Carter again. Push off against Desmond. Oh, Salise going to be short with that. Batted away by Howard. Back come the Slingers. Wong. Desmond go with the high post. Alcuna will work on him. Howard again. Howard with the left hand. Hughes gives it off. Inside. Beautiful move there. Howard to clean it up, and a foul inside. And that might go against number 7, Carter. And that will be 4 on him. So foul trouble. Watch it. Yeah, that is Sampson. There he is getting his hand around inside of the forearm of Justin Howard. So the Slingers will check it in from the baseline. Wong Wei Long. Alexander. Wong. Wong all alone. Followed by Go is no good. Ravina in the open court. Wong shadowing him. Ravina 2 steps up in. Coast to coast move by Ravina. And Alab stays at contact, 71-60. Go. Over to the right, to Wong, to Desmond O. Alexander. Alexander will take that shot, miss it. Right into the path of Salise, who gives it to Ravina. Under 3 minutes to go. Ravina from Freesville, long shot is no good. On the floor, picked up by Alab. Salise and a foul. Rough and tumble stuff at both ends, and another player on the floor, and this time it's Dominguez. He appears to have had the air knocked out of him. That'll go on Wong Wei Long, and you can see Coach Matt Chuan physically. There it is, right into the back of Alexander. Ooh, there it is. Incidental contact. Let's see, he is still down on the ground, but what a shot he took to the head when Alexander was running around him. Nothing intentional about it, but Dominguez, I don't know if he's going to be able to continue, and you can see the referees and the training staff coming over there right now. Dominguez on the floor. And we said athletically, he is perhaps the most athletic player on the floor. Bobby Ray Parks looking on, still in agony, and looking at the situation as if to say, no, not another one. And I think Dominguez is going to have to take a rest to clear his head. Hopefully it is not any sort of concussion syndrome. You can see quite clearly holding the back of his head. 2:46 to go. Alab still firmly in this game. They've got Ravina at the line for 2. We'll check that. Salise at the line for 2, who nails the first one. And this one, should he make it, would take them into single digits, a place that they haven't been in a while. Josh Erzman-Tondo looking reflectively on. So the Slingers not out of the woods yet by any stretch of the imagination. A lot of time left on the clock. So they don't want to take their foot off the pedal. Howard gives it to Alexander. Flashing underneath is Wong. Go at the high post now. Howard will rotate down. Now again with Wong. Howard with the ball, working on Hughes. Howard, still Howard, turns, fires, no good. Howard gets the rebound, and last touch by Howard as he is forced out of bounds by Feliz. Crowd doesn't like that. 2:21 to go. So opportunity here for Alab Pilipinas. Run down and put one in and get another stop or two, and they're right back in this game. Denial to Ravina. There was Dominguez getting help. Rebound off the mark. Open court. Wong will hold it up. So ice pack on the back of the head of Dominguez. I don't know if he will be able to return or not. Volkov back into the game. Downstairs to Howard again. Hughes pushing off. Howard turns the corner. Soft little jumper there. So 73-62. Slingers back up to 11. That's exactly what they led by at the end of the first half. Under 2 minutes to play. A huge, huge basket that time, Michael Wong.
Yeah, that's a huge basket. You can call it the dagger in the heart. So right now, the Slingers really have to hold their composure because the Filipinas is going to go all out on them on defense and trying to get some easy turnover so that they can lead the fast break or hit some open trees. So Slingers got to clamp down on defense and go to that trademark.
There it is again. Little jab step and the turn and fire. Justin Howard, 15 points in the game for him. He's got 13 rebounds, and well, he thinks it's an important basket, and so do we. Coach Nyo talking it over on the sidelines with the Singapore Slingers, and really, it's all about defense right now for the Slingers. Hold on, don't do anything stupid. Take care of the ball, and they can get out of here with a win to take that all-important 1-0 lead when they go to a very, very tough arena. You know, a lot of Filipinas plays in 2 or 3, actually 3 or 4 different arenas. So there'll be no quarter asked for or given on that return game in the Philippines, and that would set up a third game if Singapore cannot come away with a win right here at the OCBC Arena next Sunday. But it ain't over yet, as they say. A minute 54 can be an eternity in basketball. There's Dominguez looking on right there. So Hughes and Carter. Babalde. Kiefer Ravina, and he comes as advertised. He has been a revelation for Alab Pilipinas, so they're going to feel happy with that signing. Bobby Ray Parks, well, we'll have to wait on his situation. Remember, the next game would be, should the Slingers win this game, no matter if they win or lose, the next game will be Friday away. Long three is going to be off the mark, right into the hands of Alexander. So 141. 1 and out for Alab. So Slingers can afford to take their time. Mitch Volkov swings it to go downstairs and throws it away. Babalde on the run. Outside, and the ball thrown away. Wow. Another opportunity going begging, that time off the hands of number 21, Val Okuna, who was looking elsewhere instead of catching the ball. Looked like he was wanting to catch and pass, looking for somebody to make a cut. Wong. Still Wong, gets around Ubaldo. Go at the high post, Volkov with 9 on the shot clock, 1:11 left. Little drop step in front, yes, oh, Alexander. And that might be the dagger right there. Beautiful little drop step move by Alexander, getting around his defender. Ravina. Hughes, no good. Foul. With under a minute to play, Singapore 75, Alab 62. And unless something very weird happens, and we have seen that happen even this year, remember, with only a minute 13 to go, the Slingers had a 12-point lead earlier on against Hong Kong and found a way to lose it. But you got to feel the Slingers are a much wiser team than that right now. So at the line downstairs will be Justin Howard for 2 to salt this ball game away, and Coach Yo and the Slingers, including Michael Johnson. Michael, this has to be one of the better games that Singapore has played all season.
Yeah, I think this is one of the most complete games Seven Slingers have played throughout the whole season. I mean, I think they're mentally very, very much prepared for this game. You know, the things they're doing on the court, they know what's coming up. They have a game plan. They execute it perfectly.
They had a rough last part of the season where they lost 4 of their last 7 games. Came on strong last week, so maybe a hint of things to come. Overpowering Kaohsiung at their place by 22 and come back here and lead an undermanned Alab Pilipinas team, and Howard will go out to the adulation of his fans. 17 points, 14 boards. Ravina, 43 seconds. He'll take it to the house and miss it. Blocked from behind. Ball on the floor, picked up and finished. So 37.7 to go. A little bit of sloppy stuff there by Singapore, not taking care of the ball, and 37-7 to go. And the win may be assured, but still, you want to finish off right. And there, Dominguez, who probably has a crushing headache right now. Bobby Ray Parks with the ankle injury. Timeout being called by Singapore. They want to talk it over. Just so, as I just alluded to Michael Wong, they want to make sure that they do 2 things. Play smart on defense when they get the ball. Try and run the clock out if they can. Alab Pilipinas on the other side. Got to have a quick basket and a couple of steals. So maybe a couple fouls in order here towards the end of the game. But I don't think there's any doubt. 77-64, 37.7 seconds to go in the game, and the Slingers probably have played their most well-rounded game. If you look at the scoring even, Delvin go with 12 points. I mean, who would have thought that? So you're looking at your number 4, number 5 players with 29 points. I believe Go's got 8 boards on top of that. His best game by far this season.
I think Delvin Go was an X factor for us today. He played a big role in securing the rebounds and adding up to the interior defense. You know, he complements Howard perfectly right now. Like he's almost his partner in crime. You know, they're the 2 twin towers right now.
Different guys stepping up at different junctures in the game. Don't forget number 3, Josh Erzbin-Tondo in that first half when Slingers tried to establish that perimeter game, hitting a couple of long threes. You know, even Desmond O getting in the thick of it, hitting a 3 himself, Wong Wei Long hitting 3 threes. So that kept Singapore in it, gave them the confidence to do what they've done here in the second half. And everybody's doing just a great job on defense too. As we might expect, Singapore, the best defensive team in the league, averaging only giving up 74 points a game. Well below that today, as it was last week as well. Alab chasing and the rebound there. The Balde will run the ball down the court. 20 seconds to go. Turning and firing and short with it. That will stop the clock. Was Kiefer Ravina, and he will go to the line. 17.2 to go. And that will go on Mitchell Falkoff. You didn't see a big game by Leon Kwek today, but you know, that's what good teams do, especially during the playoff time. Michael Wong as well. If one person doesn't step up, somebody else does, and that's exactly what Singapore has done today.
Singapore Slingers really have a very deep bench. You really don't know who's going to step out on any given night, and Ariel has the ability to do so, and that is the good part about the Singapore Slingers team.
Alab Pilipinas would be forgiven for wondering just what the outlook would be if they had a healthy Bobby Ray Parks on the floor right now, as we saw that spill that he took earlier with these ankle getting caught up, it looked like, in Xavier Alexander with 17.2. They're going to call a timeout, 77-66, and that's the same score it was at the end of the first half. So Singapore, remember what we worried about after the first half, Michael, we were talking about at the break. Singapore has this frightening tendency to let their foot off the pedal. And here's Bobby Ray Parks again, a little stutter step inside. And there he is. I guess it was against Howard, getting his foot caught up. See if we can get a better angle of it right here. There's the stutter step. He's okay right now, and there he is right there. Wow.
That looks very serious.
Yeah. So Bobby Ray Parks, there's Dominguez, inconsolable, also on the bench, both these guys, and that shows just what sort of competitors they are. They want to be on the court more than anything else. they felt that they had a very good chance. They felt that they matched up really, really well with the Slingers coming in here. And all they wanted was to steal one game at home and then go on the road where they felt confident that they could wrap this series up very closely. Now they've got to make that big, long plane ride, that 4-hour plane ride back to Manila, and then disperse and get together and try and organize themselves with or without Bobby Ray Parks to face this same Singapore Slingers relentless defense again on Friday. There's a foul by Ubalde on 17th, Ung Bin Hong, who's getting some playing time. We haven't seen much of Ung today. So that'll be 2 shots, and we'll stop the clock at 16.8. So at the line will be Ung Bin Hong. Just like that, he's got a chance to get on the books. Sometimes it works out that way. Kwek in the game as well. And also hitting the bench is Xavier Alexander. So the local guys will be asked to shut it down the rest of the way. This is the first of 2. This is in both. Ravina off the dribble, crossover, trying to break down his defender. Long 3, it will be off the mark. Offensive board. 4 seconds left. The 3 hoisted up again. The follow, no good. A foul at the half-second mark, and it looks like Mitchell Folkoff will be the villain. Simply no reason to foul in a situation like that. Half a second. That will send number 21, Alcuna, to the line one more time to try and at least get it to I'm going to say an under double-digit game, but that is not to be. He misses the first one. The Singapore Slingers got to feel great about their chances now as they come in here and do what they have to do on their home court, and they will win it. Going away 77-67, and it wasn't that close. So Coach Mac Kwan and company are going to have to go back and reorganize themselves and just hope that Bobby Ray Parks' injury is not bad. You don't want to lose 19 points and the leadership skills that he gives you, and also to say nothing of Lawrence Domingo, who took a savage hit to the back of the head. Unintentional, but tough to play your best A game without your 2 of your best players. Also, Hughes wrapped up with 3 fouls in the first half, so he was really a non-factor in that third quarter. Number 7 also with 4 fouls. Samson Carter had a good game, but really Singapore Slingers, Michael Wong, no 2 ways about it. Shut down defense, sharing the wealth on offense, and that's what got the job done for them.
Like I said, they played one of the most all-rounded game. Like defensively, they were in sync with one another. They were getting active, creating a lot of turnovers. Offensively, they were hitting shots from the outside and they're mixing it up. You got the X-Men going to the basket. You get Howard posting up. We have high-low action. You know, it's almost a full arsenal of repertoires and moves by the Singapore Slingers.
We said a long time ago they're going to have to hit their outside shot, but what we didn't count on is the stalwart work of Delvin Go on the low post, and he gets our play of the day. Here he is, rumbling to the basket and dropping it in. Little show and go move, Mr. Go. 2 of his 12 points, so 29 points. And here we go again. Look at that for good measure. The little finger roll. There it is on the give. Baseline move, switching hands on the baseline. Great footwork. That has improved a lot, and Delvin Go's got to be feeling real good about his game right now. Rounding into shape at the right time as we look at the game stats. 29-71, 41% for the Slingers. Nothing to write home about, but look at the other side. Slingers defense, 23-63, holding allowed to 37%. 39-43 rebounds. In fact, Alab Pilipinas out rebounding the Slingers. So that is pretty much the story of the game. Perimeter shooting for the Slingers and the contributions of Delvin Go. All right, next games, the promos for you. Alab Pilipinas and Singapore Slingers. That'll be on the 7th of April on a Friday. That will be away on the 7th of April at 8 o'clock at night. Then the Hong Kong Eastern Long Lines on the 5th of April. That's on Wednesday against the Saigon Heat. Number 1 plays against number 4. And Saigon Heat on Saturday. That will be the 8th of April. Saigon Heat against Hong Kong Eastern Long Lines, Game 2. So, for Michael Wong, this is Chuck Schreiner and all the production crew here. Again, the final score, Singapore Slingers hammer out a well-deserved victory over Alab Pilipinas in Game 1 of the best of 3, 77-67 from right here at the OCBC Arena. Again, Chuck Schreiner, so long for now.